You are now tuned in to Southern Made Media, and I'm Nee with the T.
And I'm Savage K.
It's news time! Yeah.
Oh, shit.
The NRA versus Florida.
Okay. So the NRA decided to sue the governor, Florida Governor Rick Scott, for passing the Senate Bill 7026 that limits the age limit, who can buy a gun. So it went to 21 from 18. So if you are not 21, you cannot buy a gun, nor can you drink. And in some states, you cannot even buy marijuana.
I feel like that should be acceptable.
Definitely.
All right. So in other news, we're going to talk about that man. He is planning on meeting with Kim Jong-un. Did I say it right?
Kim Jong-un?
Yeah, Kim Jong-un.
Definitely. So, but I heard that the White House have not committed to meeting with him unless he denuclearized his nuclear weapons. So until they show like concrete results that, they're not going to shoot us with their missiles, the White House are not trying to come see him.
But I have heard, from the Obama administration, there are people, a person who's spoken out and said that they don't think that Trump is even ready for a meeting of that magnitude. That he can, because essentially he will be playing the mediator or the instigator. So, can you imagine how that could cause, some issues?
I can definitely see Trump instigating some shit.
I'm just hoping that it works. That it works out, and I don't know. I really don't know what to say about that.
So it's safe to say there is no meeting no time soon. Okay?
Yes, I would say, there really hasn't been any set, date that they're gonna meet or anything like that, because of course they do have to still work out a couple of things. But I would agree that Trump is not ready. So I'm not sure what consequences come along with this meeting. And I don't think I'm ready.
I think he's gonna get us killed.
I hope not. So I just opt that we don't have the meeting at all. That's what I think we should do.
You and the majority of America.
But also in news, Asia Brown, Compton's mayor, is considering running against Stacey Dash for Congress.
Ooh.
And this would be for a seat in the House of Representatives. I'm for this. Go forth, Asia, and seek whatever it is you need to fulfill this, because I do not want Stacey Dash to win. I said it.
Yes, I'm for anyone with any type of sense going against Stacey Dash.
So, in recent news, 3 daycare workers have been charged after giving kids melatonin gummy bears for nap time. Nap time.
For nap time. Why? I mean, I understand why, but that's an over-the-counter drug. And usually whenever you're babysitting a child, you have to get permission from their parents on giving them any type of medication.
I mean, when I was a babysitter, I would get permission to give their kids candy. You're straight up giving these kids melatonin.
Yes.
Which, if I take a melatonin, I'm going to sleep. The good sleep. To catch you in the morning sleep. But you're giving these kids melatonin at nap time?
I'm surprised they woke up. Shit. Yeah. How long is nap time anyway? Because I'm sure them kids slept longer than have time. They probably slept until their parents came and got them.
Probably didn't wake up until it was pickup time. Get it all in the car, all sleepy and shit, and then your parents are wondering why you can't go to sleep at night. That was probably how they found out anyway.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we had some gummy bears and it made us very sleepy.
I slept at school most of the day. What are you talking about? What sleep?
Imagine being a parent and hearing that from your child.
Yeah. That wouldn't go over too well. But I just don't understand how these teachers thought. Kids say the darndest things already, and how could you think that they weren't gonna go tell their mama that you gave them these gummy bears that made them go to sleep? Where are them gummy bears, mama? Them gummy bears that made me go to sleep, do you have them? And they start requesting them by name. But yeah, that was obviously not a good idea, and anyone with common sense should have known that that was going to result into exactly what happened, which was that they were charged for basically giving kids, I don't care if it was over the counter, under the counter, drugs. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, the moral of the story is, do not give kids any type of medication, especially if they're not your kids.
And this happened in Illinois. I don't know if I said that already, but it happened in Illinois. So please stop doing that. That's not okay. Like, anyways, also in news, Terry Crews.
Oh yes, I heard about that. So what happened with Terry Crews?
So basically, like, there was an incident that took place February of 2016, where he was at a dinner and a member of WME, an agent, Adam Bennett, well, apparently he grabbed Terry Crews' genitals in the middle of this event.
For shame. Like, what made you want to grab another man's genitals in public?
And apparently, like, he was with his wife at this event, so okay. That was pretty bold of you. But the issue now is that the LA County City Attorney declined the sexual assault against Adam Bennett.
Why?
And that was because the statute of limitations for misdemeanor cases, this particular one expired after, I'll have to cut that out, but apparently due to the lapse in statute of limitations for misdemeanor cases, they expire after 1 year, and the incident took place in February of 2016, but he didn't report it until November of 2017. And that, obviously, was an extended period of time and longer than the 1 year period of which was his window to actually file. So, had he filed within the appropriate amount of time, then they may have granted it. But in this case...
So because he waited too long, they are not going to pursue this any further. Like, what if it took him a while to, come to terms with what just happened and then gain the confidence to actually report this incident? Because this is a man sexually assaulting another man.
Right.
And, you never know how, like, Terry Crews, like, how any man feel about their masculinity. Like, being emasculated is embarrassing enough, but you have to, like, grow the... But have confidence to report it, and you have to risk it being into the media because you are a celebrity. So I really think that it sucks in Terry Crews' case because it probably took him a lot to report that.
Right, like considering all the backlash you could have gotten, being blackmailed. I mean, there's a lot of things that could have come along with coming out and saying, like, I personally felt violated by this incident against this powerful man, you know, who is my word against his. You can't really put a time period on how long it takes someone to be comfortable with expressing, you know, what happened when it's coming with the whole sexual assault thing, because I don't feel like you have a year to admit it, and if you don't admit it within a year or say that it happened, then
it's not viable.
Like, is that okay?
That's trash. That is so trash. Well, I hope that Terry Crews sees better days, and I hope that somehow this agent does get justice, or
I hope that Terry Crews gets, I hope that they find some way to make this right, because all this says is that we're not going to do anything because of the time period. And I really feel like the whole sexual assault thing, it needs to come to an end. And people who feel so boldly that they can go out into the world and just assault whoever they want to for whatever reason, I think that they need to be scared, and they need to know that consequences come with their actions. And we're not scared of you. So I just feel like anyone who does go out and do things like that, like, I just hope that with everything that's going on, you can change and become a better person, because that's not any way to live. And it's just so traumatizing to the people who are, like, victims in the situation. Alright, so we're gonna move on to the next segment. Pop culture! My favorite. And I have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots to share. Yeah. So, first things first. Rihanna is launching a lingerie line.
I'm so here for that. You can have all my money, girl. I'll probably get something in every damn color.
Just take my money. Here. You can have it. You can have it. I'm hoping for lots of everything. Give me lace, give me fur, give me see-through mesh. I'm here for it all. Rihanna, she does her own thing when it comes to fashion, and I am here for it. I'm always here for it. And Rihanna, you just wait, because I'm gonna have me one of those lingerie pieces.
Vicky's Secret who?
Right. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. Probably like one of my most favorite topics. Do you want to say her name?
Ava Duvernay?
Yes! Okay, so before we even start, we're gonna take a shot for you, Ava. We're gonna take a shot for you, girl, okay?
Yay.
This is some type of fruit shot.
Fruit cup shot that we got from a daiquiri shop on the corner of the hood.
Mine smells like watermelon.
Does it? Mine smells like lotion.
I smell mostly 180 proof. But okay, so before I spill this everywhere, shout out to Ava.
Yes, congratulations on your major budget movie, Disney movie at that. You did well.
And just being a phenomenal, amazing Black woman. Thank you. Oh my god, that was not good.
You okay?
The best part was the cherry. And even that tastes like 180.
Oh my god, I hope we don't pass out before the end of this.
She wasn't lying. The lady drive-thru was like, it's strong.
Ugh.
We came to get y'all drunk.
When she said it burns going down, I almost gave it back to her. I don't want this shit.
I don't want this. Ugh. That was just disgusting.
That was awful.
So, I have most of it on my chin, actually.
Oh, then you'll be okay then. But yes, Ava DuVernay has directed A Wrinkle in Time, the $100 million budget movie that is released by Disney.
And it's kind of like, a lot of people have been giving mixed reviews on this movie. Let's be clear. This is a children's movie. So keep that in mind.
Yes, it's not for adults. It's for adults with children and children.
And it's a more positive type of movie. A lot of people say the book was, I guess, written with a more darker type mood to it versus the movie having a lighter mood. But that is kind of like Ava's style. She does a lot of things that you can gain some inspiration from. Like,
right.
But representation.
Yeah, she did it. She did that very well with casting the diverse characters. The main character, Storm Reed, plays Meg. She's the main character, and she's a biracial young girl. Her mother is black, or at least mixed, and her father is white, played by Chris Pine, that cutie. So she did well with the diverse casting.
And I think that says a lot because, I mean, she made a good point on one of the interviews that I've heard her do. Mm-hmm. And basically it was that, you know, black people sometimes say we are not represented enough in movies. But think about, you know, the other cultures who also are not represented at all.
Right.
Like Indian cultures. And, I mean, I just feel like she did do a great job of trying to make sure that we had some form of representation of various cultures.
She did. Forgive me if I butcher her name, but is it Melinda Killing or Mindy?
Mindy from I love her.
Mindy. She's on The Office, and she has her own show, The Mindy Project. And then she has Reese Witherspoon, and I just recently became a fan of hers after watching that movie, Big Little Lies. I know she's a big thing, but like after watching her in that Big Little Lies series,
she's really good.
She's
like
dope. Yes,
I want Big Little Lies to come back like so badly.
Me too. I heard that they're trying to get a season 2, but everyone's like, no, leave it at season 1.
No,
we got all we need.
No. I don't have all I need. I don't. I need more.
Yeah, like Reese Witherspoon was dope in that. Like she stole the scenes for me. She did. But yeah, she did a great job casting, and I'm excited for that. I can't wait to see it. Even though it is for children, I will be there to support and to actually watch the movie. I'll also might buy the book to read it to see what the review is all about, how people are saying it's more dark than the Disney version.
And they always say I'm sorry. They always say the book is better than the movie.
They said that about Harry Potter.
But she didn't pick up a camera until she was 32 years old. Like, in her mind, she was like ancient. I don't think 32 is ancient at all.
She didn't do bad, because look at all the movies that she made now. Like, had she not made that career change, that major career change, she probably wouldn't have been as big as she is now.
Because she was a publicist.
Yes, a publicist for movie production.
For like other directors.
Yes.
So she would actually go on set and kind of get a little feel for what they were doing, because that was what was interesting to her to kind of see.
Yes.
Behind the scenes. And one day she just decided, like, hey, let me pick up a camera. Might be good at this. And hey, it worked out good for her.
It did.
It turned out to be her thing. So that just says a lot. Like, you know, it's never too late to pursue your passion, and you know, don't give up on yourself. That's the main thing.
You know, in Black Panther, that like old lady, she's like the leader of one tribe. She was like, is she 88 or 91? She just turned 91, but she decided when she turned 88 that she wanted to act.
Wow.
And so she did that, and
oh my god.
Now she was in a movie that reached $1 billion worldwide.
Yes, Black Panther reached $1 billion worldwide. That is insane.
Yeah, we have to have like a whole separate episode for Black Panther because there's so many treats and good things to talk about on that movie.
And Black Panther was edited down the hall from A Wrinkle in Time. So
yes, so both the director Ryan Coogler and Ava DuVernay were in the same building working on a major film.
And they would go get like fresh air together, like, you know, just clear headspace to go back in and edit some more. So like, isn't that awesome?
That is
like
awesome.
2 amazing movies, like filmed just right down the hall from each other. Like, oh, it's nothing. I'm just editing down the hall from
yeah, creating this big budget movie for you guys to enjoy.
Right.
It's nothing.
So I think that's pretty freaking amazing. So shout out to Ava.
Yes, Ava, we love you.
You really are a special, like,
You are
really key role model.
Yes, you are a gem.
So did you hear that Issa Rae is gonna host the 2018 CFDA Awards?
Yes, I heard from you yesterday.
You heard from me.
But shout out to Issa Rae. Congrats.
She's so funny. I love her.
She's hilarious. I told a friend, I was like, I feel like me and Issa Rae would be like friends.
In real life.
Yes, like besties.
I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, this is so Issa. Like, I'm being so Issa right now. I love her though, like for real. I just like that it all goes back to representation. Like, you know, I am that awkward girl. Like, you know, I'm very awkward. So I feel like my life sometimes could be like an episode on Insecure. So I love that show. I love Issa Rae. I think she is freaking hilarious.
Yes, and I can't wait to see how her hair and makeup's gonna look, because she has a great fashion sense. Like, I love to see her on the red carpet, and she's also a spokeswoman. No, wait, she has a campaign for, is it L'Oreal or Maybelline? I have to look up the details on that, but she looks bomb in that lipstick that they have. Next on the list, shall we talk about the Oscars?
Oh, yes.
The Oscars.
So, Jordan Peele. Is that how you say his last name?
Yeah, Jordan Peele.
Okay. He's the first African American to win for Best Original Screenplay for Get Out.
Congrats.
I love that movie. He said what everyone was thinking, and I appreciate him for that. But man, it took a lot of courage for him to write that.
He did. Didn't he say he had stopped?
Yeah, several times.
And then he kept going.
He's like, nobody will write this. Nobody's gonna watch this. Like, yes, we watched it. We liked it. We want more of it.
We do. We need more. Please be creating more.
But of course, they couldn't give him, you know, Best Movie of the Year.
Of course not. I forgot who won that. Probably a movie I haven't even seen.
But we'll take it.
Yeah.
Best Original Screenplay. Shout out to Jordan Peele. You're awesome.
For sure.
So since we're on the topic of the Oscars, I'm going to go right into it. Tiffany Haddish wears her Alexander McQueen gown for the 3rd time. So the first time she wore it, it was for the Girls Trip opening. And then the opening monologue for SNL.
Right.
And then again during the Oscars. This dress was $4,000.
Wow. Oh, she's really getting her money's worth on this dress.
I'd be wearing that dress again, and I'd probably have another event on my list where this dress was gonna appear. And I appreciate her for changing up the hair and the accessories, because I don't feel like it's the same dress each time I see it. I'm here for it. I'm gonna go back through my Instagram and we rewear a couple of my outfits, because I feel like it's the thing to do. So, Tiffany, I'm here for it. I went back and listened to the Top Off lyrics, and I heard where Beyonce actually mentioned Tiffany Haddish. I didn't believe it at first. I didn't think it was true. I listened to it about 3 times last night. Made you listen to it about 4 more times until you could give me a clear answer that you heard it too. And I wasn't just imagining things. But she says, Tiffany!
Yes, she does.
She does. She says it. It's like so on key when she does say, Tiffany!
Yes, it's discreet, but it's not really discreet. Like, you can tell she's saying Tiffany, if you're looking for it.
I was looking for it with the flashlight, and I found it. And I'm happy for it. But speaking of Beyonce, they threw Mary J. Blige a Oscar party. They hosted it for her, and it was very secretive. I'm sure everybody signed NDAs.
Of course.
And we'll never hear about it ever in life.
That sucks.
Nicki Minaj showed up out of nowhere. I'm sure she was happy to sign an NDA and let people know that she is that bitch and is still that bitch.
Yeah, but not at no Beyonce party.
Well,
I probably would have forgot that was Nicki Minaj if I was in the same room as Beyonce. Real talk.
I think maybe Nicki knows that she's like not that bitch when Beyonce is in the room.
I suppose.
She's just Nicki. Like, you know, like, stay in your place. You know what your place is.
Yeah, but I thought that was a really nice thing for Jay-Z and Beyonce to do, to throw Mary J. Blige a Oscar party, because she was nominated for Best Supporting Actress and Best Original Song for Mudbound. It's a really, really good movie. I suggest that everyone, like, you know, take a gander at it. I mean, it has scenes that will piss you off, but I feel like it is necessary, especially with this climate going on with races and political office and, you know, injustices. I feel like it really is important to watch. So yeah, please go check out Mudbound with Mary J. Blige. You know, even though she's not the main character, she's still kind of, like I said, she still sings.
And she does really, really good. I love it. Like, if you don't cry, something's probably wrong with you.
Yeah, or if you don't ball your fist, something is wrong with you.
Like, you're either gonna feel really emotional or really mad, but either way, it's a really good movie, and it definitely hits home with the message and everything. So, did you hear Lil Wayne's new song? It's called Bizine.
No, I can never find it.
It's on YouTube. That's where I found it.
Jesus. Okay, so I gotta go on YouTube. So how was the song? Did you like it?
I thought it was pretty good. I would have to listen to it a couple of more times. But there was one line in this track that caught my attention, and it was that no one man should have all that power if he can't afford to pay the light bill. And so I knew initially, like, I knew right off the bat that he was talking about Birdman. And
pay him his money, Birdman.
Please, because he's really upset about this, and he's filed a motion for his cash money to produce documents. And this is like a $50 million lawsuit. Apparently, Cash Money has made $200 million in the time frame of where he didn't get what was owed to him. So I feel where he's coming from, and basically, this lawsuit is just in order to compensate him for the owed pay, as well as the damages for his album not being able to be released. And if Birdman could just turn over these documents, it might help to prove Lil Wayne's case. But I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if these documents even exist.
They don't.
And that could be the biggest issue for Birdman, and why it's taking so long for this whole little ordeal to just be over and done with. Oh my God. I really want Lil Wayne to just be making music again. Yeah. In this whole little situation, I can see how that would just be so draining that it would be hard to create, because you're just worried about like how you got gypped out of $51 million. Yeah. It's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. Well, yeah, Birdman, please play Wayne.
And Baby is always stunting.
Ain't he though? Did he just propose to Toni Braxton?
Right.
Isn't that an odd couple? Toni
Where's
Braxton
my money? It's my money and I want it now. Like, damn. Sir, how are you popping a question and you can't send me my checks? That would be an issue.
That would be an issue. I wonder if what does this Toni Braxton think? Like, if he can't pay his own employees, why am I marrying him? He probably can't even pay for my stuff. I don't know.
He must be doing something right.
Or maybe he just don't give a fuck about Wayne. I have no idea.
Obviously, he doesn't care that Wayne wants his money, because he's taking his sweet time. Like, sir, please.
Clearly not.
Pay this man his money. So Usher's wife is leaving him after 2 years of marriage. Grace Miguel, amid the herpes lawsuits.
I mean, wouldn't you do that if you was married to a guy who got herpes? Or alleged herpes, was alleged to have herpes and giving it out?
Well, there's not much you know about the story. Like, did he have it and she knew about it before they got married? Like, is the problem because he has herpes, or it's a problem because he's cheated with several women apparently, and he allegedly a man?
Oh, here's on the man thing. Well, yeah, either way, it's a lot going on. I would definitely divorce Usher with the quickness. But, well,
let it burn, girl.
Oh, shit.
Let it burn.
Yeah, well, best wishes to both of them. What's the wife's name?
Grace Miguel.
Yeah. Best wishes to Grace Miguel and Usher. I hope you have some new R&B music coming out soon.
These are my confessions. Just when I thought that I could save a chick on the side, said she got herpes today.
No.
For real.
We're gonna get sued.
I hope not. But I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying things. Will and Jaden, they're doing some positive things.
Yeah, shout out to the Smiths.
Yeah, how does the song go? I'm just an icon living.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are an icon living. Donating 9,200. I'm gonna say bottles, not bottles,
cartons,
boxes of water. It's very difficult to say, but yes. Donating 9,200 boxes of water. I'm only saying boxes because I'm not sure if it's bottles or boxes. And my research has said bottles, but its company is Boxed Water.
Yeah, it says they're doing it through their company.
So I would think it's boxed water.
Yeah, I would hope so.
So I'm gonna go with 9,200 boxes of boxed water.
You got it, girl.
Yeah, that's hard to say.
It is, but can you believe that it's been 4 years since this water crisis in Flint, Michigan?
And they still don't have safe water in their homes. Like, what?
Why? When I tell you, like, America is a shit show sometimes, like...
And this is the main reason why. This problem should have been solved, like, so long ago. And that's just so heartbreaking because, like, people are supposed to live in these conditions.
Exactly. Like, they're not trying to leave their homes because, you know, Flint, Michigan is their home.
They paid money to live in these houses and this lifestyle that they've created for themselves. They're probably raising their family, and you can't just expect for people to just up and move. Like, you should be doing something. This is inhumane.
It is. Yes. Choice. Inhumane. But prayers goes to Flint, Michigan. Hopefully they will reach a solution soon.
To where they can restore actual, safe, lead-free water to these homes and these families. And, oh my goodness, please just don't take for granted the things that you are afforded on a daily basis, because there are people around who don't even have that. And wow, when you take your shower in the morning, if you don't feel like it's a blessing just to wake up and be able to stand on your 2 feet and just breathe, just consider that some people have contaminated water. And they work so hard to pay their bills and keep the water on that is contaminated. Like,
I hope they are getting like a major discount with their water bill.
I doubt it.
At least free water.
But I don't know how that would even work, but it's just heartbreaking just to even think.
Yeah. But thank you, Will and Jaden Smith,
for your contribution to just trying to make a difference in the world. This is truly something that is meaningful to us all.
You want to talk about the O.J. Simpson thing?
Yeah, so drama! Give me all the drama! I got the drama! Okay, so in drama, I'm going to say this is drama because it's just taking a lot out of me to even process how this even got this far. So O.J. Simpson apparently has a lost confession. Imagine that. Imagine a lost confession.
Why do you have a lost confession? Why do you have a confession?
He shared some chilling insight on Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman's whole little relationship ordeal. Oh my gosh, this makes me sick for the family, like, to have to endure this. Like, again, you're not finished yet. Are you trying to go back to jail? So a new clip explains how he was very angry with Nicole after she died, and it described that he would have said to her if he could, like, you know, I was trying to help you, what did I say to you? I told you, didn't I tell you? That's what he was trying to say to her, or what he would have said to her. Because apparently he was trying to warn her that she was in danger. When he referenced the 911 call that she made, you could hear him yelling, and she's telling the operator that he broke the door. So if I'm calling 911 and you're at the door and you're yelling at me in the background, most likely I'm calling 911 on you. You break down my door. I'm thinking that you killed her. Because the 911 call was for you, and you're crazy. And you explained that you were worried that she was in danger. Well, I think we were all worried that she was in danger because you were the danger. And she was worried too, because she called 911 and your ass was in the background yelling at her. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that you did it. And if this means that your ass goes back to jail, so be it, because you ain't learned a lesson.
Yeah, he's not going back. It's that double jeopardy thing. You can't get tried for the same thing once he was acquitted.
And that's the type of shit that I be talking about. Like, all these little loopholes they be having. Well, now I can come out with my confession of how I would have did it if I did do it, but I did it. But I'm not going to say I did it because I got the double jeopardy. And even if I do act like I did it, I still can't go to jail. Like,
what a psychopath.
I'm OJ. Really? So, like, what the hell is really happening? So that's the drama I got for you. Aside from the fact that NBA young boy, who I can't really stand right now, could do 10 years of probation. Could do 10 years for probation violation due to his recent arrest for dragging.
Do you think he's actually going to stay in jail?
Well, hell, he didn't put that girl through so much shit. If that's not evidence enough, then I don't know what is. But he hasn't changed, and apparently that was the reason why he didn't have to do time the last time that they let his ass free. So you didn't learn, and now, oh well, Mr. Postman, like you did the crime, you do the time.
Yeah, I hope that's the case. But you know, like, criminals, they have like a whole bunch of money and they like keep having these repeated offense, but they're still out somehow.
I think they were like, I think Baton Rouge is fed up with his ass.
Okay, yeah, all right.
I think they've like reached, like, I'm done giving you chances. You obviously don't want to improve.
We'll see.
I would be very surprised if they just gave him a slap on the wrist. So Chloe and Tristan are having a baby girl.
Congrats.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would be cool for them to have a girl. They have a lot of girls in their family. Like,
everyone is pregnant and having babies in like a small window. Like, everyone is having a baby.
It is kind of like these babies are popping out in like 6 months.
Yes.
Because you don't find out until like they're like well into 3-4 months that they're even pregnant. So by the time you're invested in the baby, y'all got like 6 more months left. So I do want to get into Rick Ross. Rick Ross is home and he's doing well.
Yeah, good. That's good for Rick Ross, because we really thought that it was hard for him to make it, but he's back home, as you said. Did you hear the audio, the 911 call audio?
Did I?
Why did y'all release that?
Y'all didn't have to do that. That was too much. My voice sounded like Mike Epps on that call. He was like, Mel, did he pass out? No, ma'am, he just pooped on himself.
Why would you say? Well, I mean, he does have to say that to the lady just in case she can like piece together what's going on with him. But again, why did y'all have to release that? We don't need to know that.
She was already trying to get off the phone before. Like, she was like, okay, the ambulance is on the way. And he was still like trying to give him water, even though she said like several times, don't give him anything to eat or drink. You know, she couldn't advise him to do any of that. But then when he gave that extra information about him using the bathroom on his own, it was like, oh, hell no. I gotta go. The ambulance is on the way. Y'all gonna be alright. I don't want to hear no more. Like, for real. So, it's not funny, but
it's not. I really am happy that Ricky Ross is okay.
Rose.
Yeah, shout out to my Florida native, Floridian.
That shit was, it had me. I had to rewind it a few times.
Yo, you said he sounded like a child. He boo-booed on himself.
Yeah, I think he boo-booed on himself. The way he said it just took me off guard. It almost sounded like a prank. Because the guy sounds just like Mike Epps. I'm telling you. Like, oh my gosh. But
yeah, that reminds me. I need to catch up on 911.
Oh yes, 911 is so good. Angela Bassett is...
I know, I stand for her.
Absolutely amazing. Like, I honestly think that she can't do any wrong, and she is not finna play with you. If you come to her like, you know, you acting like you finna do some crazy stuff, she's going to shoot you. Like, immediately.
Don't tell me. I missed like 2 episodes.
Well, I didn't give any spoilers away. I'm just saying, she's not the one to play with. So, if it even comes to a scene where somebody's about to try her, just know it ain't gonna go their way, because she is a bad mamma jamma.
Did you see her in American Horror Story?
Oh, of course.
Oh my god, that was my favorite story. The coven, and like when her part came in, like I was so ready for her part. Like, I don't care about this little school.
Move aside, peasants.
I was hoping she would be the next Supreme, but of course she's not. She's like 1,000 years old.
Man, she's always dope though. I love when I see her in American Horror Story. Even though that show scares the crap out of me, to where like it'd be hard for me to go to sleep in the house by myself, like for the rest of the week.
The first season I couldn't watch it. I maybe watched like maybe the first or second episode, and I was like, this is too much. I can't watch this.
That first season had me shook to where I can't mess with that first season. But I watched everything else, but that first season it was too much.
How's this? And even the second season, it was scary too. Like with that, what's his name? Pablo something. Like Angela Bassett character, she would summon him, and like she had to like give him babies or whatever. Like she had to sacrifice babies for him in order for him to do like favors for her. I can't remember his name. He's scary as shit though. Like, just go back and watch it. You'll know what I'm talking about.
I don't know if I can go. I don't know if that's the thing that you can just go back and watch.
For the listeners, please watch Coven. I think it's season 2 of American Horror Story. Is it season 2? Season 2 or season 3. Either way, it's called Coven. And like, if you watch like Angela Bassett's parts, like further along the seasons, you will know exactly what I'm talking about.
The hotel one had me so afraid to like. I'm afraid that people might start like reaching for me when I lay on the mattress in like hotels.
So wait, they had people coming out of the mattress?
Like when they pulled the sheets back and it was like people like coming out. That's it.
Okay. That's our great engineer telling us to wrap it on up.
Yeah.
So let's do that so we can get up out of here. Do we have any positive vibes or news?
My positive vibes are that the Obamas are headed for Netflix, and that gives me hope for the world because they're not through with us yet.
Woo.
And they didn't leave us here. They came back for us. And I thank them for that because I definitely felt like they were on a family vacation without me, and now I don't feel like I'm left out anymore.
So it's safe to say that you took this personal.
I did,
okay.
And I'm going to watch. I don't care what it's about. I'm going to watch it. If it's about health, if it's about politics.
I'm down too.
If it's about kite surfing, I'm going to watch. So, like, that made my whole week knowing that they were coming back for us. Because I feel like we were in the sunken place.
Yeah.
But a positive thing to go on this week. Yeah.
We still need it.
It's not the load that weighs you down. It's the way you carry it.
That's right. So if you guys are going through anything, just remember. It's not the load. It's the way you carry it. This is another episode of Southern Made Media. I'm Savage K.
And I'm Nee with the T. Bye!
Thanks for listening.